Hi, my name is Dave Upthegrove, State Representative from the 33rd District, which includes the west half of the City of Kent. During these tough economic times, more and more families are struggling to meet even the basic needs like food and shelter. And unfortunately, the funding from the state and federal government for programs like food banks has been cut significantly. And this is happening at the same time that we are seeing a greater need for programs and services like this. King County recently was notified that they will not be receiving their federal emergency shelter and food program, which means a loss of $1.2 million in critical assistance money. For an organization like the Des Moines Food Bank, where we're at right now, this means a loss of more than $20,000, which to them, that's 40% of their budget for purchasing food. This is a big loss impacting families here right in Des Moines and throughout South King County. At the state level, during our budget this last year, we had to make difficult cuts, such as a $30 million reduction in certain state food assistance programs. That's a 50% cut. We also have seen a dramatic reduction in the block grants from the federal government that go to employment training, food assistance, and emergency shelter. So at all levels of government, we're seeing cuts in the programs and services that people in our community rely upon. The Des Moines Food Bank, located at Des Moines United Methodist Church, has been providing food to citizens in this community for nearly 50 years. On an average month lately, they serve more than 1,000 families, averaging 3 or 4 people per family. So 3,000 to 4,000 people each month rely on food from the Des Moines Food Bank. The Des Moines Food Bank also runs summer food programs for those kids who during the school year receive free and reduced lunches. Those same kids often struggle to get decent meals during the summer. So the food bank provides meals out in the community to more than 300 kids. They serve about 5,000 meals a month to kids who otherwise would not get the nutrition they need. Here in SeaTac, we're proud of our local YMCA, and I was proud to help secure $2 million in state capital funds several years ago to help build this terrific new facility. As state budget cuts begin to have their effect, it's more important that we have programs like this in our community. For example, in order to help balance the budget, we reduced the eligibility for child care assistance for working families. We also impose co-pays and waiting lists, making it even more difficult for low-income working families to find child care for their kids. More and more, they're relying upon community-based programs like our YMCA. Here in downtown Kent, we have a real treasure, the Kent Pediatric Interim Care Center, which provides medical care for fragile newborns who are drug addicted. The Pediatric Interim Care Center, or the newborn nursery, can provide care to these children at a fraction of the cost to hospital care, saving the state millions of dollars. However, in these tough budget times, there have been proposals to eliminate the funding for this clinic. I stood up this year and was able to prevent the funding from being eliminated, although we still face a 10% cut to the programs and services here. That's $140,000 over 2 years that the clinic will need to make up in order to continue to serve this fragile population. All throughout state government, we've had to make difficult cuts, and everybody's had to sacrifice. More than 6,000 state employees have lost their jobs. Everybody's paying more for health care, and state employees have all taken a 3% pay cut. That's why I've decided to share in the sacrifice and also contribute 3% of my salary to local charities and nonprofits, such as the Des Moines Food Bank, the SeaTac YMCA, and the Pediatric Interim Care Center in Kent. In these tough economic times, we all need to look out for our neighbors and do what we can to help those most in need. Public input matters, and to that end, I hope folks will take the time to email me or give me a call if they have any feedback about any issue facing the state or the legislature. I would welcome their comments and feedback.